You're watching India Today with me, Nabila Jamal, taking you through the top story here where Prime Minister Narendra Modi has launched a scathing attack at the opposition during his mega farmers outreach program. Modi accused the opposition parties for spreading misinformation and using the farmers' protest for pushing their own political gains. Without taking the Congress's name, Prime Minister accused the Grand Old Party for not doing enough for farmers when they were in power and destroying the economic policy in the name of farmers. Modi also took on the left parties, asking why there are no mandis in Kerala. He also accused them of troubling people of Delhi for their political agenda and using the stir for their political relevance.
आज जिन राजनीतिक दलों के लोग अपने आप को इस राजनीतिक प्रवाह में जब देश की जनता ने उन्होंने नकार दिया है तो कुछ न कुछ ऐसे इवेंट कर रहे हैं, इवेंट मैनेजमेंट हो रहा है ताकि कोई सेल्फी ले ले, कोई फोटो छप जाए, कहीं टीवी पर दिखाई दे और उनकी राजनीति चलती जाए। ये देश के सामने एक्सपोज हो गए हैं। जो पश्चिम बंगाल में किसानों के हित पर कुछ नहीं बोलते, वो यहां दिल्ली के नागरिकों को परेशान करने पर लगे हुए हैं, देश की अर्थनीति को बर्बाद करने पर लगे हुए हैं, और वो भी किसान के नाम पर। आपने सुना होगा मंडिया बोल रहे हैं, एपीएमसी की बात कर रहे हैं और बड़े बड़े हेडलाइन लेने के लिए भाषण कर रहे हैं। केरल में एपीएमसी नहीं है, मंडिया नहीं है। मैं जरा इनको पूछता हूं, यहां फोटो निकालने के कार्यक्रम करते हैं, अरे केरल में आंदोलन करके वहां तो एपीएमसी चालू करवाओ। पंजाब के किसानों को गुमराह करने के लिए आपके पास समय है। केरल के अंदर यह व्यवस्था नहीं है। अगर ये व्यवस्था अच्छी है तो केरल में क्यों नहीं है? क्यों आप दोगली नीति लेकर के चल रहे हो? ये किस तरह की राजनीति कर रहे हैं जिसमें कोई तर्क नहीं, कोई तथ्य नहीं है, सिर्फ झूठे आरोप लगाओ, सिर्फ अफवाहें फैलाओ, हमारे किसानों को डरा दो और भले भोले किसान कभी कभी आपकी बातों में गुमराह हो जाते हैं। ये लोग लोकतंत्र के किसी पैमाने को, किसी पैरामीटर को मानने को तैयार नहीं है। इन्हें सिर्फ अपना लाभ, अपना स्वार्थ नजर आ रहा है। किसानों के नाम पर अपने झंडे लेकर के जो खेल खेल रहे हैं, अब उनको ये सच सुनना पड़ेगा। और हर बात को किसानों को गाली दी, किसानों को अपमानित किया, ऐसे कर करके बच नहीं सकते हो आप लोग। कोई भी राजनीति, लोकतंत्र में राजनीति करने का उनको हक है, हमें इसका विरोध नहीं है, लेकिन निर्दोष किसानों की जिंदगी के साथ न खेलें, उनके भविष्य के साथ खिलवाड़ न करें, उन्हें गुमराह न करें, भ्रमित न करें। साथियों, ये वही लोग हैं जो बरसों तक सत्ता में रहे। इनकी नीतियों की वजह से देश की कृषि और किसान का उतना विकास नहीं हो पाया जितना उसमें सामर्थ्य था। पहले के समय में जो फसल बीमा योजना थी, उसका लाभ भी इन छोटे किसानों के लिए तो कहीं नामो निशान नहीं था। कोई इक्का दुक्का कहीं मिल जाए तो अलग बात है। इस छोटे किसान को खेत सिंचने के लिए न पानी मिलता था, न बिजली मिलती थी। जो इतने वर्षों तक सत्ता में रहे, उन्होंने इन किसानों को अपने हाल पर छोड़ दिया था। चुनाव होते रहे, सरकारें बनती रही, रिपोर्ट्स आती रही, आयोग बनते रहे, वादे करो भुला दो, करो भुला दो, यही सब हुआ। लेकिन किसान की स्थिति नहीं बदली। नतीजा क्या हुआ? गरीब किसान और गरीब होता गया। क्या देश में इस स्थिति को बदलना आवश्यक नहीं था? मेरे किसान भाइयों और बहनों, 2014 में सरकार बनने के बाद हमारी सरकार ने नई अप्रोच के साथ काम करना शुरू किया। हमने देश के किसान की छोटी छोटी दिक्कतों और कृषि के आधुनिकीकरण, उसे भविष्य की जरूरतों के लिए तैयार करने, दोनों पर एक साथ ध्यान दिया। हमने दुनिया भर में कृषि क्षेत्र में क्या क्रांति आई है, क्या बदलाव आए हैं, क्या नए इनिशिएटिव आए हैं, क्या अर्थव्यवस्था के साथ कैसे जोड़ा है, सारी चीजों का गहन अध्ययन किया। इसके बाद हमने अपने अलग अलग लक्ष्य बनाए और सभी पर एक साथ काम शुरू किया।
Cutting across to Paulami Saha joining us, reporting from Mehroli for more details on that. Paulami, here Prime Minister making the sharpest attack that he has ever on the farm laws against the opposition, saying that they've been misleading the farmers for time immemorial, never done anything for the farmers, and when this government intends to implement these new farm laws, which according to the government and the Prime Minister will only bring progress and benefit to the farmers, what's wrong in that? Opposition is only protesting for photo ops.
Well, yes, this was probably one of the sharpest attacks that Prime Minister Narendra Modi launched on the opposition, who he said was allegedly, in fact, misleading farmers and spreading falsehoods about the farm laws. He said that even if the farmers wanted to come to the table, there were some vested interests who were trying to keep them away from engaging with the government in order to, address their misgivings or doubts about these three farm laws. So the Prime Minister, of course, had some of those barbs reserved for Mamata Banerjee of West Bengal and for Kerala as well. Said that as far as Kerala is concerned, if you are constantly, saying that the present system is fine and we do not need more markets in order to allow the farmer to go out there and sell his produce wherever, then why don't you have the present system in your state? Why don't you have APMCs in your state? As far as the state government of West Bengal is concerned, his accusation against the state government is that the state government, the BJP says and the centre says, has not shared with them details about the farmers that can benefit from the PM-Kisan scheme. The fact is, they believe that there are at least 74 lakh farmers who can benefit from the scheme. But it is for the state to notify and share that list with the centre. Only then the centre, transfers the money into their bank accounts. And the West Bengal government allegedly has not shared that detail. So each farmer, each of these 74 lakh farmers, in fact, has been deprived so far since late 2018 when the scheme kicked in, till now has been deprived of 14,000 rupees from their bank accounts. So that is the allegation which he levelled against the West Bengal government, saying you cannot benefit the farmers in your own state, but then you want to do photo op politics and come and support those farmers who are sitting there at the borders here in Delhi NCR and, of course, mislead them.
Absolutely, Paul. May stay with us. In fact, earlier in the day, Home Minister Amit Shah also slammed the opposition for trying to mislead farmers by backing the protests. Here's what he had said at that time.
विपक्ष के नेताओं के पास कोई मुद्दा नहीं, एक कोरा झूठ फैला रहे हैं कि एमएसपी बंद होने वाली है। प्रधानमंत्री ने स्पष्ट कर दिया है, आज मैं फिर से स्पष्ट करना चाहता हूं किसानों के सामने, एमएसपी थी, है और हमेशा के लिए रहने वाली। और कम से कम यूपीए वालों को एमएसपी के लिए बोलने का अधिकार नहीं है। सालों से किसान की मांग थी कि एमएसपी का दर अपना जो खर्च है कृषि उपज का, उससे 50% होना चाहिए, 1.5 गुना ज्यादा हो। 70 साल तक किसी ने इस मांग को पूरा नहीं किया। नरेंद्र मोदी ने 2014 से 19 के बीच में एमएसपी की लागत, किसान की लागत से एमएसपी का भाव 1.5 गुना कर किसानों को बहुत बड़ी राहत देने का काम।
Now, amid Mamata Banerjee extending her support to protesting farmers in Delhi, Prime Minister Modi has fired an all-out attack at the Bengal Chief Minister. Prime Minister has accused Mamata of blocking reforms that benefit farmers in Bengal for petty politics. Despite that, passing centre's benefits will cost nothing to the state government, is what the PM says. Modi also said that he was saddened by the state of affairs in Bengal and how Chief Minister Mamata was blocking reforms for political reasons. He also accused Didi of ignoring farmers in Bengal and yet joining the protesting farmers of Punjab instead. Modi also accused Mamata's ideology and policies for destroying Bengal.
राज्य सरकारों के माध्यम से किसानों का ऑनलाइन रजिस्ट्रेशन होने के बाद उनके आधार नंबर और बैंक खातों का वेरिफिकेशन होने के बाद इस व्यवस्था का निर्माण हुआ है। पूरे हिंदुस्तान के किसानों को इस योजना का लाभ मिल रहा है। सभी विचारधारा की सरकारें इससे जुड़ी हैं, लेकिन एकमात्र पश्चिम बंगाल सरकार, वहां के 70 लाख से अधिक किसान, मेरे किसान भाई बहन बंगाल के, इस योजना के वो लाभ नहीं ले पा रहे हैं। बंगाल की सरकार अपने राजनीतिक कारणों से उनके राज्य के किसानों को भारत सरकार से पैसा जाने वाला है, राज्य सरकार को एक कौड़ी का खर्चा नहीं है, फिर भी वो पैसे उनको नहीं मिल रहे हैं। कई किसानों ने भारत सरकार को सीधी चिट्ठी लिखी हुई है, उसको भी वो मान्यता नहीं देते हैं। और आप कल्पना कर सकते हैं कितने लाखों किसानों ने लाभ लेने के लिए, योजना के लिए अर्जी की, ऑनलाइन आवेदन कर चुके हैं, लेकिन वहां की राज्य सरकार उसको भी अटका करके बैठ गई है। भाइयों बहनों, मैं हैरान हूं और ये बात मैं आज देशवासियों के सामने बड़े दर्द के साथ, बड़े पीड़ा के साथ कहना चाहता हूं। जो लोग 30-30 साल तक बंगाल में राज करते थे, एक ऐसी राजनीतिक विचारधारा को लेकर के बंगाल को कहां से कहां ला करके उन्होंने हालत करके रखी है, सारा देश जानता है। और ममता जी के 15 साल पुराने भाषण सुनोगे तो पता चलेगा कि इस राजनीतिक विचारधारा ने बंगाल को कितना बर्बाद कर दिया था। अब ये कैसे लोग हैं? बंगाल में उनकी पार्टी है, उनका संगठन है, 30 साल सरकार चलाई है, कितने लोग होंगे उनके पास? एक बार भी इन लोगों ने किसानों को ये 2000 रुपया मिलने वाला कार्यक्रम है, बंगाल के अंदर कोई आंदोलन नहीं चलाया। अगर आल के दिल में किसानों के लिए इतना प्यार था, बंगाल में आपकी धरती है, तो आपने बंगाल में किसानों को न्याय दिलाने के लिए प्रधानमंत्री किसान सम्मान योजना के पैसे किसानों को मिले, इसके लिए क्यों आंदोलन नहीं किए? क्यों आपने कभी आवाज नहीं उठाई? और आप वहां से उठ करके पंजाब पहुंच गए, तब सवाल उठता है। और पश्चिम बंगाल की सरकार भी देखिए, अपने राज्य में इतना बड़ा किसानों को लाभ, 70 लाख किसानों को इतना धन मिले, हजारों करोड़ रुपया मिले, वो देने में उनको राजनीति आड़े आती है। लेकिन वही पंजाब जाकर के जो लोग के साथ वो बंगाल में लड़ाई लड़ते हैं, यहां आकर के उनसे गुपचुप करते हैं। क्या देश की जनता इस खेल को नहीं जानती है? क्या देश की जनता को इस खेल का पता नहीं है?
Now, meanwhile, TMC MP Saugata Roy spoke exclusively to our colleague Indrajit Kundu. Let's take a listen.
The Prime Minister today spoke directly to farmers and has launched a scathing attack against the West Bengal government and Mamata Banerjee, saying that the centre's flagship program for farmers is not being allowed for implementation here in West Bengal. To talk about that, we have with us veteran Trinamool Congress MP Saugata Roy. Sir, the Prime Minister alleges that Mamata Banerjee is creating hurdles and stonewalling the centre's flagship program, Kisan Samman Nidhi, in West Bengal. Your first reaction?
It's absolutely untrue. The West Bengal government wrote to the centre saying that whatever money you want to distribute according to your Pradhan Mantri Kisan Samman Nidhi, please channel it to the state government. It's not an unjust demand. It's in keeping with federal principles. The centre has not agreed. They want to give the money directly to the farmers and tell them that Modi Baba has sent all this. That's why so far we have not been able to distribute. But West Bengal government on its own steam is giving 5,000 rupees per acre to the farmers. So we are doing something. We have not accepted anti-federal step of the central government.
What exactly is the opposition to the centre scheme? Is it only because it speaks about Prime Minister Narendra Modi's name associated with this?
No. It's a direct transfer program.
Yes.
And they do not want to do it through state. That is the opposition. It's against federal principles. If a center distributes any money in a state, they should do it through the state government. Otherwise, there is no meaning of the state government at all.
But the Chief Minister always speaks about the central government taking away money from the states and then again redistributing it directly to the farmers. They are saying that the BJP is doing it with an eye on the elections because the elections are impending.
Absolutely. They are emphasizing this with an eye to election. This scheme was introduced before 2019 Lok Sabha election with an eye to election. It is being emphasized again today with an eye to the elections in West Bengal.
Your government is also running a scheme, Krishak Bandhu scheme, and the state is saying that that's a better scheme than the central government. Can you tell us why do you consider that to be a better scheme?
I told you that according to Krishak Bandhu scheme, farmers are getting 5,000 rupees per acre. Whereas, as per Pradhan Mantri Kisan Samman Nidhi, farmers will be getting roughly 2,100 rupees per acre. So Krishak Bandhu scheme is more. But we don't mind center giving some money, provided it comes to the state government.
And as far as the farmers' movement is concerned, which is happening in Delhi, your party leaders went there twice. Mamata Banerjee spoke to the farmers, but the Prime Minister is saying this is nothing but an event, a stage-managed event, because farmers across the country are actually not protesting.
The farmers of the states which are surplus states, which need the center to procure crops at a minimum support price, they are agitating. The other states are not surplus, so they don't sell any of their produce. They use their produce within their own state to feed the people. So
All right, we heard what the TMC has to say. Let's quickly cut across to Pallavi Saha reporting from Mehroli. Pallavi, here you're hearing what the TMC response is, saying that the centre never intended to benefit those farmers within the state of West Bengal. It was Didi's policies that benefited and uplifted the people of West Bengal through and through. Here, Prime Minister attacking Mamata Banerjee like never before on the farmers' issue, saying their own farmers in West Bengal seem to be deprived, versus now she's supporting those farmers of Punjab. This is nothing but politics.
Well, yes, as far as the centre and the West Bengal state government is concerned, the war of words is only likely to intensify in the run-up to the upcoming polls in the state in 2021. So today, of course, the centre's charge is that the West Bengal government is failing its farmers, is depriving its farmers from the benefits of the PM-Kisan Samman Nidhi scheme. The fact is, they say that the state government has not notified and provided it with a list of beneficiary farmers who can, in fact, get the money into their bank accounts. So each farmer, according to them, since the scheme came into effect late December 2018, has so far been deprived of 14,000 rupees each from their bank accounts. They believe that there are at least 74 lakh farmers who stand to benefit from West Bengal, but West Bengal clearly is not notifying them. They also say that some of the farmers have self-registered themselves on the online portal of the PM-Kisan Samman Nidhi program, but again, it needs certification from the state government, and because that has not happened, they are again deprived of the benefits of the scheme. Now, what the West Bengal state government is, of course, saying is that the centre wants to make it seem like it is Prime Minister Modi who's putting money into their accounts and sort of benefit from the propaganda of the scheme allegedly, and hence is trying to skip what is the federal structure and what are the demands of the federal structure and reach these farmers directly, not going through the state government, and that is their contention and
Let
argument.
me take that
Otherwise,
to Indrajit. Pallavi, do stay with us. Indrajit, you heard it, the state government saying that they have been vetoed. The centre trying to benefit or push their propaganda by sending out money to the farmers' accounts directly by skipping the state. What does that really mean? Here you have Prime Minister Modi attacking Mamata Banerjee, saying that Didi's ideology has literally, virtually ruined West Bengal.
Well, what the Trinamool Congress maintains is very clear. They are saying that this is a scheme which is in contravention with the federal structure, because the central government wants to directly put in money to the pockets, to the bank accounts of the farmers by bypassing the state government, and that's where the opposition is. They're saying that this is against the federal structure. Why is it that the central government is not transferring that very money that they want to give to the farmers to the state government, and the state government, being the implementing authority, can do the necessary? They're also saying that the state already has a scheme called, for the farmers, called Krishak Bandhu, which is far better, which has provisions which are far better than the central scheme. So therefore, that can also be accessed, and that money can only be utilized through this existing scheme at the same time. So clearly, the Trinamool Congress says that the central scheme has been aimed for garnering votes, keeping in mind the impending elections in West Bengal, and this is nothing but a propaganda that the BJP is trying to push by trying to woo our farmers in the state of West Bengal.
Right, Indrajit, thank you very much for joining us with those details there. Now, it doesn't seem like it's just Modi. Even Agricultural Minister Narendra Singh Tomar also slammed Mamata Banerjee, accusing her of not implementing the centre's scheme. Tomar urged Mamata to share names of the farmers so that they can reap benefits of the centre's schemes. Tomar added that as per their assessment, 74 lakh farmers can benefit from the centre scheme, but appears Mamata is blocking it.
अभी पश्चिम बंगाल के किसान इससे वंचित हैं, और इसलिए मैंने पूर्व में भी और कल भी पत्र लिखकर पश्चिम बंगाल की मुख्यमंत्री ममता बनर्जी जी को आग्रह किया है कि वो इस स्कीम को जल्दी ज्वाइन करें, जिससे कि पश्चिम बंगाल के किसानों को इसका लाभ मिल सके.
Hi everyone, Preeti Chaudhary here. Hope you like this video. For latest news and analysis, like and subscribe to the India Today YouTube channel. And don't forget to press the bell icon to stay updated. Thank you for watching.